The member for Indi has the call.
Thank you, Speaker. My question's to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, the Select Committee on Regional Development and Decentralisation tabled its report Regions at the Ready in June last year. The report recommends the government develop a comprehensive Regional Australia white paper to provide a clear statement of the government's vision for regional Australia. After a year of analysis, 14 public hearings and almost 200 written submissions, there is enormous interest in the government response, particularly in my electorate of Indi. Is the Prime Minister now in a position to outline a response to the recommendations of the report? Prime Minister, will you please commit to a Regional Australia white paper?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for her question. My government is committed to taking a strategic and long-term approach to regional development that's demonstrated in the policies that we've pursued as a government and we continue to implement. The Regions at the Ready Investing in Australia's Future report canvassed a range of issues from population, economic growth, employment and livability, as I'm sure the member is aware. The Minister for Regional Services, Sport, Local Government and Decentralisation will table the government response in the Senate later today. We have accepted or noted all of the recommendations, and I understand that the member for Indi has been offered departmental briefings on the response, and I understand she has agreed to undertake those briefings. The government will convene an expert panel to undertake a target assessment of the issues raised in the report, and they will report back to the government by the 31st of March of 2019. In the meantime, Mr Speaker, $641.6 million for 3 rounds of the Building Better Regions Fund, $270 million supporting transformational investments through the Regional Growth Fund, $220 million through the regional jobs and investment packages, $1.3 billion for the National Water Infrastructure Development Fund, and $2 billion for National Water Infrastructure Loan Facility to help identify and build water infrastructure that supports jobs creation and opportunities, $1.8 billion in drought assistance measures and concessional loans to support drought-affected farmers and communities.
The Prime Minister will resume his seat. The member for Indi on a point of order.
Thank you. A point of relevance. The question was, will the Prime Minister commit to a regional white paper?
That was one of a couple of questions, and as I've made the point to members in this situation on numerous occasions, that if there's more than one question on a point of order, you can't demand that just one part of it be answered. The only way to have a minister or a Prime Minister stick to that point is simply to ask them one question. So the Prime Minister is in order.
Speaker, $3.9 billion for the Future Drought Fund, which will grow to $5 billion, and $220 million through the Mobile Black Spot program, co-investing with private sector, states and local government in new mobile telecommunications infrastructure to improve mobile coverage. The specific points raised in the member's question will be addressed in the government's response, which will be tabled in the Senate today.